Hey, how's it going, everybody? I hope you all are having a wonderful day. My name is Jerome, and welcome to the channel. First things first, I just wanted to say thank you so much for the 29 subscribers. I honestly didn't think I was going to have barely any subscribers at all, and I know 29 is not that big of a number, but to me, it means a lot. So I just wanted to, make a little small goal for myself of reaching 100 subscribers. And also, before we jump right into the deck profile, I just wanted to say, remember, if you do enjoy the video, to like and subscribe. Your likes do help this video reach other people that are in need of some guidance on how to build this certain kind of deck. All right, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. I went undefeated with this deck, and I think I might play this deck again. I'm not sure. I think I'm going to probably do a different kind of build of it. But I just wanted to revisit this deck because it's pretty much kind of fallen off. It's kind of like it's not being played as much anymore because a lot of people want to just Scythe Lock instead. But I just thought it was a good time to revisit it. So we'll just go ahead and jump right into it. I played three Fallen of Albaz. Last time I only played two, but this time I played three because I think it's kind of needed to just bump it up to three now. Especially since you kind of run through the first two pretty quickly, and you kind of want to see it in your opening hand. Like, it's weird, but you kind of want to see it now in your opening hand. It's a little weird because it works really good with the polymerization if you do so happen to get your Brand Fusion Ash on the first turn. Then I did obviously the three Alubers or Alibers, however you want to say it. I did three Tragedies. I see some people play two of this. You can play two for sure. I normally just side deck one of them out every time going into game two. So yeah, you can definitely get away with just playing two of them. By the way, I think this deck is 47 cards, so I went a little bit heavy in this one because I kind of wanted to put a lot of stuff in. I think the last one I did was like 40 cards, so I kind of wanted to bump it up to 47 just to see how it works. I did the one Albion, the one Ad Libitum, and the one Dramaturge. I wasn't playing this, I don't think, in the other build, but I figured I should put it in because it's really good at just negating an opponent's monster, and it can help slow down their plays and whatnot. And it's a 3K beater that keeps coming back, so why not? I did one Springen's Kit. I didn't do this last time, but I decided to do it now because there's a cool little play that you can keep, that you can pretty much make, where you have, I think, Mirror Jade, Masquerade, and I think an Albion on your side of the field, if I'm right. I might be a little wrong about that, but it's just cool. It's an extender. It's an extender. Sorry, and it just works really well. The only downside is that you have to put a card back, but it's fine. You're gonna get it back anyways. Snow, kind of have to. It's really, really strong. But then for the hand traps, the three Ash Blossoms, and then I did the Gamma package. A lot of people don't do the Gamma package in this deck, and it is really, really smart to do it because, so if you're going first and you have Branded Fusion in your hand, it's just a safe way of knowing that your Branded Fusion is going to go off because you activate it. They have Ash, you have Gamma, so you should be good. Unless they have a Gamma themselves, then then you're kind of screwed. But I think in this deck it just worked really well because the driver is a light monster, so if it's in your hand, you can always just poly it away, and it's in your graveyard, so your Gammas are still alive, basically. And then did obviously the three Edge Imps. You have to do three, I think. Going into game two, I always side deck one out because I think it's good in the first game, but after that, I kind of like put the brakes on because it's just like I don't really want to see too many of these in my hand, in the opening hand. And I had a game where I opened up all three of them, and I was like, well, this is pretty bad. So I always side deck one out. And then the three Branded Fusions and the three Branded Openings. You have to. That's just how how it is. The best ratios for it. And then I did two Branded in Reds. I think last time I did one Branded in Red, but two is just better because even you opening up this card is fantastic because now you don't have to search for it. You don't have to do the long play where you basically have a Mirror Jade and you banish your own monsters, so then you can guarantee that you have a Branded in Red. So I think playing this at a 2 is great. Um, I maybe even consider playing 3 of these because, like I said, opening up one of these is just fantastic. And then I did the one Branded Loss, which is the God card, and then the one Theater. So going into game 2, I always take this out because this is only good if you're going first in game 1. This is the only time that this card really shines. But other than that, it doesn't really do much. And because I'm not playing the Mercurier, so this really only has the purpose of searching for, I think, just the Albion, and I think Kit. I think you can search for Kit if I'm not mistaken. Um, yeah, so it searches for just Albion or Kit. So that's why going into game 2, I just take it out and I leave it out for game 2 and game 3 because it doesn't really serve any more purpose than that. And then Theater is just really, really good. Searchable Poly, and you can always just get a monster back if one of your other non-fusion fairies die. And then we have going into the Patchwork, 3 of, and then the 2 polys you have to. This is like the 3 edgems, 3 patchworks, and 2 polys is the best ratio. If you do it the other ways, it just doesn't work as good. It doesn't flow as good. So this is the best way of doing it. And then the 1 Foolish and the 1 Called By. And this card I recommend playing 3 of. I only have 2 of them, but Crossout Designator. This card works phenomenal in this deck. You have to play at least 2 of these. Like I said, if I had a third one, I'll be playing 3 because this card is perfect in this deck because you can stop so many cards that are a big problem for you. And also, if you run into a lot of mirror matches, this card will win you the duel, hands down. It will single-handedly win you the duel. This stops the D barriers. It stops all the bad cards that hurt this deck. So recommend playing 3. I need to pick up a third one because I think when sprites come out, I'm gonna probably main deck 3 cross outs as well because I know everyone's gonna hop on that train. Um, and then the poor man's version of Forbidden Droplet. That's it for 3 Forbidden Chalices. So this is new. Um, I I wish I had Forbidden Droplets. If you do, play Forbidden Droplets instead of this. But I don't have them, so I just thought, what's the next best thing? And it was either Imperm or Forbidden Chalice. But I decided to go with Forbidden Chalice because it has the attack boost as well. And on top of that, it's a quick play, just like Forbidden Droplet. So I can set it. So it's good if I go first, or it's good if I go second. So either way, um, yeah, I thought it was just a good card to put in. And then last but not least, the Branded Banishment, the searchable Super Poly. At first, I didn't like this. I think I said it in my other video that I didn't like this card. I thought it was just like I never used it. I used it all of like I think one time during a tournament. This card right here is actually really good. It's a lot better than what I initially thought because it can outplay so many decks, man. You see, like if you're playing against a deck that they're utilizing either lights or darks or synchros or any of that stuff, searching for this is a big card because now they're going to be cautious about what they summon because if they summon anything that's from the extra deck, you can use this and you can basically just get rid of their monster or their monsters, and then you can summon out your some of your fusion monsters that you have. So that is the main deck. Like I said, I think it was 47 cards in total. So for the side deck, I decided to go with 2 Nibiru's. I think I never sided these in, so I might cut these out. I typically put these in just in case if I was playing against, um, like something like Dragon Links or something that just, or like the Punk Therion deck or whatever, or the Punk deck. Just something that special summons a lot. I'll just put that in there for 2 DD Crows for the mirror match or for anything that utilizes the graveyard, Sky Strikers or whatnot. Token Collector for the one and only Sword Soul deck that you don't really see that much of anymore. And then the Harpies with the 2 Twin Twisters for the back row hate for the Mystic Minds, basically. And then I did 3 Dark Ruler No Mores. So going into game 2, I take out all 3 Forbidden Chalices and I put in all 3 Dark Ruler No Mores because Typically, no one's gonna want to make you go first. So, especially if you win the first duel, they're not gonna let you go first because they don't want to have to play through so many interactions on their turn. They don't want to take that chance. So, I take out all three chalices and I put all three dark rulers in. Um, and then the one D barrier, just one. You don't need three. At first, I think I was side egging three in the past when I play this deck, but you don't need three. You just need one because it's going to serve as a cross out target. Basically, that's its only purpose is to serve as a cross out target. Now, I know what you're saying is, what if you have a mirror match? Well, if you hard draw it, then it's fantastic. It works either way. But normally, they're going to side in their D barriers as well. So that's why you just have the cross out because you're going to probably go second. So you put it in. So then when they activate it, you hopefully have a cross out in your hand. And there you go. Now you're protected from their D barrier. Um, and you're probably wondering, well, then how do you beat other decks that are like Sword Soul or whatever? Well, again, you just, if you hard draw it, it works. If you don't hard draw it, and instead, if you just use it as a cross out target, then it works. And also, you have things like Token Collector that you side in, and and your monsters pretty much can play over the Sword Soul monsters anyway. So you shouldn't be that worried about it. And next up is the one red reboot, obviously for the deep barrier or any trap card that gives you a problem. Never saw it. Actually, I think I did see it one time, but I ended up discarding it to the graveyard because I'm just like, I don't really need it. So I ended up winning without it. So, and then next up is the two infinite imperm. I didn't really know what specifically to put in, but I figured these would probably be really, really good because going into game two, if I win the first duel, I'll just take out certain cards like again like Chalice and stuff that I don't need. Put these in because now I can interact on their turn. I will have like more stuff to do on their turn to stop them from playing. So I figured Imperm will probably be the best option. It was either this or Effect Veiler, but I was like Imperm's better because if I can set it to, and also I can activate it in any phase instead of just only the main phase. And then the last but not least, the extra deck, which um it's no different from anyone else's. So it's just the two Mirror Jays. Sorry about the glare. These sleeves are like for some reason really shiny. So yeah, two Mirror Jade, two Lebellion. I might cut this down to one. I have it at two just in case if I summon one and it gets like impermanent or something, I can still at least summon another one. Um, one Dairy Queen, and then I did two Masquerade Blazing Dragon. Like I said, this is pretty much standard. The entire extra deck. Two Guardian Chimeras. You have to play two. Even though I think I only made one in just about almost every duel. There was a time where I did make two in the same duel, but I ended up making the same exact one twice because I think I ended up bouncing it back with the Lebellion's effect to summon out another fusion monster. I did the one Starving Venom Dragon. Never made it. I need to start making this, but I don't know. Like I just feel like there's better stuff to make. The one Titan Clad. I didn't make it this time at all. The one Predaplant. Uh, I made this quite often because it's a um, pretty good monster to have on the field. So then your opponent can't really. They have to think about what they're going to do. They can't just summon anything and just try to play now. And then what I'll recommend to play three of them is the three Albions, because you're going to burn through the first two really quick. Something like I said, your opening play, you're going to normally summon one of these, right? So you're already one down. You can either fusion it off, or sometimes you're gonna. It kind of sucks, but sometimes you're gonna have to banish it because you want to get your mirror gauge. You want to search for like a branded or something. So, um, yeah, you're gonna burn through the first one really quick, and you're gonna need two more to follow up with either summoning out another one or dumping it to the graveyard for mirror gauge effect. So you're gonna need to play three of them. Telling you, I played two. I think one day, and I ended up not doing too good because I was like, I burned through the first two really quick, so I couldn't do anything after that. But yeah, that is the deck profile. I went undefeated with it. Um, the decks I played were Marincess, um, a mirror match, another branded player, and virtual world. So it was pretty good. Um, yeah, like it just the deck just flowed really well. And I think the tech choices that I did just all worked out phenomenally. I think the only card I didn't see was Forbidden Chalice, which I was a little upset about because I was hoping to get it off. But that was it. And for some reason, I put in the Cypher every time I put the Gammas in this deck to play it, and I use it for the one purpose to just negate the Ash Blossom. No one has Ash Blossom, so it's just I never get to do it. But anyways, that is the video. I think I'll put in the descriptions where I get these mats from and stuff like that. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.